The scream that morning shattered the peace of Nenny village. "Nana is dead," someone shouted, running through the dusty path. Women dropped their basins, men froze, and children stopped playing. Annabelle stood at the stream, her bucket falling from her hand. For a moment her mind went blank. Her best friend, gone. She ran home barefoot, tears mixing with dust. Nana's mother lay on the ground crying, "My daughter! Bring my daughter back!" Annabelle's heart broke as she remembered their last call. Nana had sounded weak but hopeful. She had said, "Don't worry, I'll make it and I'll come for you." Now that promise was gone forever. As the village mourned, Annabelle made a silent vow. She would tell Nana's story to the world, no matter the cost. Before everything went wrong, life in the village was simple but hard. Annabelle and Nana always sat under the old mango tree after school, dreaming of a better life. "I want to be a lawyer one day," Annabelle would say, holding her old newspaper with pride. Nana would laugh softly. "And I'll be the one flying around the world." Their laughter was the only luxury they had. Both came from poor farming families. Sometimes they went to bed hungry, but they always believed tomorrow would be better. Then one evening, Nana ran to Annabelle's hut, her face glowing. "Annabelle, I found a job online. A woman said she'll take me to Dubai to work as a housemaid. She'll pay everything." Annabelle's eyes widened. "Are you sure it's real?" Nana smiled. "My friend, my luck has finally come." That night, Annabelle couldn't sleep. Something felt wrong. The day Nana left was filled with mixed emotions. Her parents cried, begging her to be careful. Annabelle hugged her tightly. "Don't forget me, Nana." "I can never forget you," Nana said, smiling through tears. "Once I settle, I'll send for you." She boarded the small bus to Lagos, heading for the airport. Her Facebook post read, "Off to Dubai. Pray for me." People from the village praised her. "That girl is going far," they said. Annabelle smiled weakly but felt uneasy inside. In Lagos, Nana met Madame Gold, a tall, beautiful woman with gold jewelry and a fake smile. "Welcome, my dear," she said sweetly. "Your new life starts now." As the plane took off, Nana pressed her hands together and whispered a prayer. "God, please don't let anything bad happen to me." But fate had already written another story. The airplane touched down in Dubai, and Nana's heart raced with excitement. The city lights shone like stars scattered on earth. She smiled and whispered, "I made it." Outside the airport, a private taxi was waiting. The driver didn't speak much, only handed her a phone. "Talk to Madame Gold," he said. "Go with him," Madame Gold's voice ordered from the phone. "He'll take you to your new home." Nana nodded, holding tightly to her small bag. The car drove far away from the bright city into a quiet area. When she entered the apartment, her smile faded. Half-dressed women were smoking, drinking, and laughing loudly. The air smelled of alcohol. Madame Gold appeared, beautiful but cold. "Welcome, my angel," she said, handing Nana food. "Eat and rest. Work starts tomorrow." But Nana couldn't eat. Her stomach felt tight. Something wasn't right. Morning came too soon. Madame Gold banged on the door. "Wake up, angel. It's time for work." She threw a short skirt and a shiny top at Nana. "Put this on." Nana looked confused. "Ma, I can't wear this. I came to be a housemaid." Madame Gold laughed sharply. "A housemaid? You're in my company now. You owe me $10,000. Start earning it." Nana froze. "I can't do this." Madame Gold's face hardened. "Then don't eat. And forget your phone. It's mine now." Fear filled Nana's eyes as the reality sank in. She had been sold. That night she cried silently on her bed, whispering, "God help me." From the next room, she could hear other girls crying too. Their dreams had also turned into nightmares. Days passed like years. Nana refused to work, and Madame Gold punished her. She was beaten, starved, and locked in a small room with no phone or light. One night, another girl named Fatih whispered through the wall, "You're new, right? Don't fight. Pretend to agree." That's how I survived. Nana nodded weakly. Later, Fatih secretly gave her an old phone. "Use it fast before they catch you." Hands shaking, Nana typed a message to Annabelle. "Belle, please help me. It's not a maid job. They locked me up. Tell my parents. Don't stop trying." Then she deleted the message from the phone and returned it. Back in the village, Annabelle read the text and froze. Her hands trembled. She whispered, "Nana, what did you get yourself into?" Annabelle ran to Nana's parents' house that evening, her heart pounding. Mama and Ketchy. I got a message from Nana, she shouted. They all gathered around her small phone. Mama and Ketchy read the message and fell to her knees. My daughter is in danger. Annabelle tried to stay strong. We must go to the police. At the station, the officer looked bored. She's in Dubai, he said coldly. We can't do anything. Annabelle's voice broke. But she's my friend. She's trapped. The man shrugged. You people should stop falling for fake jobs online. Annabelle walked out in tears, feeling helpless. That night, she couldn't sleep. She stared at Nana's old photo, smiling, full of hope. She whispered, I won't stop until I find you. But deep inside, she feared it might already be too late. Nana's world had become a cage. Each day, Madame Gold's boys watched her like hawks. She wasn't allowed outside, not even to breathe fresh air. The other girls warned her, Stop fighting, Angel, just do what she says. But Nana shook her head. I'd rather die than lose myself. One night, Madame Gold entered with a cold smile. You still think you have a choice? She slapped Nana so hard that her lip bled. No food for you till you work. Nana sat on the floor, trembling. She remembered her parents, the little farm. Annabelle's laughter and tears filled her eyes. I only wanted to help my family, she whispered. Outside the door, Fatih cried softly, Hold on, Nana, I'll find a way. But in Dubai's dark corners, freedom was never promised. Weeks passed. Nana was growing weaker, her body bruised, her hope fading. But one evening, Fatih returned with news. I found a man. He helps girls escape. He'll come next week. Nana's eyes lit up for the first time. Are you sure? Fatih nodded. Just pretend you'll start working. Don't make Madame Gold suspicious. That night, Nana smiled faintly for the first time in weeks. She prayed quietly. God, if you save me, I'll never forget. But Madame Gold had spies everywhere. One of the girls, jealous and afraid, overheard their whispering and reported it. Later that night, Madame Gold stormed into the room. Her voice was calm but deadly. So, you want to escape? Nana's heart sank. The door slammed shut. Madame Gold's eyes burned with fury. You think you can fool me? She shouted. She ordered her boys, teach her a lesson she'll never forget. They dragged Nana into a dark corner. She screamed, begging for mercy, but the blows kept coming. Fatih cried helplessly, Please stop. She's dying. When it was over, Nana could barely move. Her body ached, her breath shallow. Madame Gold leaned over and whispered, Next time you try to run, you won't wake up. Nana's tears soaked the floor. She thought of her mother's voice, her father's prayers and Annabelle's smile. I don't deserve this, she whispered weakly. That night silence filled the room. The girls prayed quietly for Nana, afraid she might not see the next morning. Back in Nigeria, Annabelle refused to give up. She visited radio stations, police offices, even the state ministry, begging them to help bring Nana home. Everywhere she went, people said the same thing. There's nothing we can do. Tears rolled down Annabelle's face. How can a whole country do nothing? She started posting Nana's story online. Pictures, voice notes, screenshots, anything to make people notice. Please, she wrote, if you're in Dubai, help us find Nana. She's in danger. Soon strangers began to share her posts. Hope flickered again. But one morning, Annabelle woke up to hundreds of messages. Her hands shook as she read the first one. Your friend's name is trending, but not for a good reason. The headline spread like wildfire. Young Nigerian girl found dead in Dubai apartment. Annabelle's world stopped. She screamed so loud her neighbors rushed in. Mama and Ketchy collapsed on the floor, wailing. My child! My only daughter! Annabelle clutched her phone, crying uncontrollably. The photo on the screen was blurry, but she recognized Nana's necklace, the one she gave her before she traveled. She fell to her knees, whispering, No, Nana, you promised to come back. The whole village gathered, some crying, some speechless. The same people who praised Nana's trip now covered their mouths in shock. As the sun set over Nenny, Annabelle sat alone by the stream, staring at the water. Her voice broke as she whispered, They took you, but I'll make sure the world never forgets your name. The next day, the village was silent. Shops didn't open. The market women sat quietly, heads bowed. Nana's parents sat in front of their mud house, surrounded by mourners. Her father stared into space, whispering, I should have stopped her. Annabelle knelt beside them, crying softly. "Papa, she only wanted a better life." The church bell rang and the priest came to pray. Everyone wept as if she were their own child. At night, Annabel walked to the mango tree where she and Nana used to dream. The air was still. She touched the bark gently and said, "Your dreams ended too soon, Nana, but I'll keep them alive." A shooting star crossed the sky. Annabel wiped her tears and whispered, "Rest, my sister. I'll tell your story." Days turned into weeks, but Annabel couldn't sleep. Every night she heard Nana's laughter echoing in her head. Her room felt empty. The bed where Nana used to nap during study hours now looked like a grave. Annabel opened her old newspaper collection and stared at the headlines. "One day, I'll become that lawyer and fight for girls like you," she said quietly. She started attending community meetings, talking to young girls about fake job offers online. Some laughed, some listened. One girl asked, "So she really died?" Annabel nodded, her eyes heavy. She died because she trusted the wrong person. That night, she wrote in her diary, "Nana didn't die for nothing. Her story will change lives." One evening, as Annabel was scrolling through her old Facebook messages, she saw it, a message from Nana's account. Her heart jumped. "Impossible," she whispered. The message read, "Annabel, thank you for not forgetting me." She froze, staring at the screen. The account was deleted seconds later. Her eyes filled with tears. Is this real, or just a glitch? That night, she dreamt of Nana standing in a white dress, smiling softly. "Tell them the truth," she said. "Save others before it's too late." Annabel woke up sweating but calm. She looked out the window and whispered, "I will, Nana, I promise." It was the moment she truly understood. Her best friend's story had become her mission. Months passed, but Nana's story refused to fade. Annabel turned her pain into purpose. She began speaking at schools, warning young girls about fake travel agents. "Don't let greed or desperation blind you," she told them. "If an offer sounds too good to be true, it is." Some girls cried. Others hugged her after each talk. Annabel could see pieces of Nana in every hopeful face she met. Soon, a small NGO invited her to share Nana's story on radio. Her voice shook, but her words were strong. "This is for my best friend," she said on air, "the girl who went to Dubai but never came back." On the anniversary of Nana's death, Annabel and the villagers gathered by the mango tree. They lit candles, prayed, and sang softly. Mama Nkechi held Annabel's hand and whispered, "You've done what even the government couldn't. You gave my daughter a voice." Tears rolled down Annabel's cheeks. "She deserved the world, Mama." They placed Nana's photo under the tree, smiling, full of dreams. As the wind blew gently, the candles flickered like tiny souls refusing to die. Annabel looked up at the night sky and whispered, "Sleep well, my sister. You didn't die in vain." Nana's story spread across schools, churches, and social media. Many young girls stopped answering strange online job offers. Parents became more careful. Communities began to speak out against human trafficking. Annabel stood on a small stage at a youth event and said, "Not every golden promise shines forever. Some lead to darkness. Dream big, but dream wisely. Let your hunger for success never make you blind." The crowd clapped softly. Tears filled her eyes. She ended with a whisper. "This story isn't just Nana's, it's every girl's warning. Stay safe and stay alive." Moral lesson: be careful of fake online job offers and strangers who promise quick wealth. Always verify before you travel. Not every opportunity is real. Parents, talk to your children. And children, listen before it's too late. Dreams are beautiful, but life is priceless.